Hey guys, Toolman Tim back here. Welcome back to the workshop where we build business, create community, find freedom, and share success. It's another beautiful Wednesday, and we know what that means. It's time for another Tool Time Gear Review. And I've got one for you this week that was at the top of my Christmas wish list. I might even have sent Santa at least 3 letters looking for it. And this week it is the Dewalt Rapid Charger. So give me a minute, I'll be right back. Hey guys, real quick, if you got a minute, drop by toolmantim.co. That's toolmantim.co to check out all of what I'm about. You can see the handyman business I run. You can check out a lot of my product reviews and see all my social media presences there. So if you got a minute, drop by and check it out. So we're back for another Tool Time Gear Review, and like I said, this is a doozy. This was the one item that I had to find under the Christmas tree this year. I wanted a little bit of time to test it out. I wanted to play with it a little bit and see what ended up happening. And honestly, it does exactly what they say it would do, only a little bit better perhaps. So this guy here, built like a tank, built like a brick shithouse, whatever, pick your cliche, it's absolutely true. 5 out of 5 stars on Amazon, which is usually a pretty good sign. 1,500 positive reviews, also a really good sign. So what does this baby do? Well, for starters, if you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4 individual charging ports on this guy. Has a beautiful handle to carry it like a suitcase, so on the job site you can carry it to and from. But the best part about this is it charges 4 batteries individually. So a 5 amp hour battery will charge in, let me make sure I got the time right, half an hour. So a 5 amp hour battery will charge in a half an hour. 4 5 amp hour batteries will charge in, you ready for this? A half an hour. This beast puts out 4 individual charging ports so that you can put 4 batteries on there and it doesn't affect the charging time. You can do 4 1.5 amp hour batteries in 15 minutes. So you sit down for your coffee break and you can have 4 1.5 amp hour batteries ready to go. And I use one of them. I can use one of them for half an afternoon putting up boards on a fence. So it's worth that. Now, why did I want this guy? Well, number one is mainly since we've gone all in on the Dewalt cordless platform, I've eliminated so much of my gas-powered landscaping gear. And in the summertime, last year we went up, we have this great big 500-foot hedge that we do. I took 3 of us with us. We had a bunch of different trimming gear, and I took all the batteries I had them all fully charged. By the end of the day, we were running pretty low on batteries. So I wanted something that I could smack a bunch of batteries in, I could run it off of an inverter in a truck, and I could get these things charged on our lunch break or as we're working and make sure that we never have to have an issue, because that's the only real concern with battery powered now. The power's is good, the run time's nearly as good, but if you run out of juice, you're hooped. You can't run to the grocery store. You can't run to the gas station and get more Dewalt batteries. Although maybe you could run to Home Depot, but then I'd get lost and buy a bunch of stuff and blah, blah, blah. And my wife would holler at me, you know, that sort of thing. But the main thing is keeping these suckers charged. And this has become my go-to, the 5 amp hour, 20 volt batteries. Now, for the fact of it though, this will charge 12 volt, it will charge 20 volt, and it will charge 60 volt flex volt batteries. So all 3 you can run. So if you're running cross platforms, because I have moved up into the 60 volt for my chainsaw, this sucker will do that. It might sound like a jet engine taking off just a little bit, or actually sounds more like a computer fan that's maybe on its last legs. You know how noisy that gets? Just a little bit, not as annoying, but just loud. It has a fan going, you can hear it, it gets a little loud. But like I said, so you'll see I had my kilowatt meter hooked up to this. I'll have some footage of this while I'm using it. And it draws just over 600 watts at its peak when you have 4 batteries on there charging the full thing. So that means I can run that off of my little dinky 800 watt inverter plugged into my Ram 1500 and get those charged while we're working. 45 minutes later and I've got a full slate of 5 amp hour batteries ready to go. So this beast weighs 3.5 kilograms. Sorry about that. In Freedom units, it weighs about 8 pounds. So it's not super heavy, but it's substantial and solid when you pick it up. I love the heavy-duty cord on it, just like that, you'll see. The biggest thing I like about it is it's permanently attached. So it's not like a computer CPU power supply or like a lot of these other fancy chargers that if you trip on it, you'll pull the cord out. This actually stays attached. So for what it's worth, I like that quite a bit. Just gives you one less option to unplug it or for something to go wrong. The only place you need to check is right there. So something that I just discovered doing some research for my review, even though I've been using it quite a bit, if you notice the sides here have those little brackets on them. That is for the tough stacking system that Dewalt has. You'll see a review later on this month for the 10 and 20 compartment storage containers that I bought that all stack together. Well, this beast stacks with it. It also has a spot inside or underneath for their, what do they call that? The tool connect tag. So you can track it through Bluetooth in case you lose it, or in case it gets lost or sprouts, lags, and walks away. You can also track your charging progress on your phone as well with the tool connect tag. That to me is worth quite a bit. One other thing that I was thinking about with this product is it would be a really good companion piece to the Dewalt power stations. So those new power stations, which are basically glorified battery powered generators, you can plug in 1, 2, or 4 Dewalt batteries and run quite a bit of gear off them. Well, if you had this, within half an hour to 45 minutes, you could have a full complement of batteries charged again, plug them into your generator, and you're good to go. But like I said, for me, mainly, the biggest concern about going fully battery at this point was making sure my chargers could keep up with us. And most days it's not even an issue, but on the occasional big day where we're doing a lot of lawn trimming or a lot of hedge trimming, this is going to come in absolutely handy. Now, what are the downsides? Like I said, it's a bit noisy, but so is lawn care equipment. I'm not too worried about the noise, but I had to find something. And the other thing is probably the price. It's around 260 bucks Canadian at the time of filming this, around $200 American. It's a little bit pricey, but to me, that price absolutely outweighs the negatives of it. The positives outweigh the negatives. Now, I don't know about you guys, but every time I buy a tool, I try to buy the kit, because why not? If you buy the kit for just a little more money, they throw in a battery, and of course, what do they throw in? A charger. And every charger you get is a different power rating. So one will charge a battery in 2 hours, one will charge it in 4 hours, one won't charge it at all. It seems like it takes about 3 days to charge. You got 4 different size chargers. You should see my workbench out in the garage. I just got chargers everywhere. Everyone's a different size. You don't know which one's the fastest one. So I wanted to be able to combine all those. So all these chargers are going to go in a box. I might keep one out just to have as a backup. But this is going to replace all those chargers. So if you guys are like me, and every time you buy a kit, you got another charger, you throw it out in the garage, this is going to eliminate that. To me, that's worth the 200 bucks. I mean, I could spend $200 pretty quick on tools, but this charger is going to be the cat's ass for me. So as far as I'm concerned, it absolutely gets the Toolman Tim seal of approval. If you're looking for a multi-charger, a rapid multi-charger, this is the one that Dewalt makes. I'm sure there's some out there for the other brands, but you guys know that I'm a black and yellow kind of guy, and this is the product I was looking for. So if you're looking for a charger, this is the one to do it. If you're new here, guys, and you want to check me out, I get 3 videos a week here on YouTube. Monday, Money Making Minute, Wednesday, Tool Time Gear Review, and Friday, Growing Your Handyman Business. So check that out. I also have an Odyssey channel. If you want to drop by there, the link's in the description below. You can check that out, and I have an exclusive Saturday workshop weekend video there as well. So hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and if I've given you value of that, and go buy Odyssey and follow me over there too. And as always, guys, stay happy, stay healthy, and have a great week.